Okay, so for this week's assignment, we were tasked with finding some sort of media that you can use, some sort of tool that you can use to incorporate technology into our lessons or whatever that may be. I chose to use Canva. This is just a beautiful tool. There are so many ways to use this. I believe if I click this back arrow, it's going to take me away. Okay, well, we're going to go back. Okay, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so this is what the workstation looks like. Okay, if you wanted to use Canva, I have a link, and you can just look up canva.com. It'll take you to something like this, and you can go through a variety of different things over here. I have your projects will go here. You can find templates here, and then this little crown here, you'll notice it says try Pro for 30 days. Pro, you can get a 30-day trial if you'd like to try it. But it is $15 a month to do Pro. Some features, right? There are multiple templates. Like if I was to go and design things, there's a bunch of templates here. If I click see all, there will be a ton of them there. And you can choose from there based on what you need to find. Okay. I'm going to close this so you can see the one that I have created just for an example. Okay. So for me, I'm doing U.S. history for this one. And I chose to do something on the Boston Massacre. So up here, I kind of just wrote like a little newspaper kind of article here, real brief. And there's different things that you can do here, right? So I got the title up here, right? You can see my cursor on the screen, I hope. And then there's like an image of what the Boston Massacre was like depicted to be. There's a little bit of things here. And then I included this little thing here at the bottom that says click on the headers down here. Click on the headers and images for more information. So if I'm using this as a teaching aid, right, and I put this on my Google Classroom or something, and I want the kids to kind of be able to find other information based on this, you can embed things within these things. So you would just click on the image on the actual work part of it. Like if I click out of here and I want to do something here, I can click this little 3 dots here. And there will be a thing on here. Yep, edit link. So I already put one in here. You can see it here. But you can enter a link there to other media. So for this one, I'm not going to show the video, but I'll click on it just so you can see what it does. It'll pull me to YouTube, and it's going to show an ad for something else that's really loud. Sorry about that if that hurts your ears, but you can embed it there. If I click on this one, it'll pull me here. And I put a little link here, right? I could also share this to Google Classroom if I wanted to. And this just kind of is like an article that briefly summarizes it. I have propaganda over here. If I click on this image, it takes me to common sense, right? You can embed all these other things within this one thing, right? I did a
propaganda is ubiquitous and everyone.
Yeah. But that's what Canva is. So it really, this I wanted to use to address that UDL I chose to do perception, and it hits on both of the points for consideration 1.1 and 1.2. So this is a way to make your information more visible. Like, right, if you have people who learn more through images, you could teach and just zoom in on this image and be like, what are you seeing? What are you noticing? Right? And then if you click on that, it'll give you more, like if kids need more information, you tell them to click on the images, and something will pop up for them that way. It's a short, I put short text blocks here so that kids can read them and they're not crazy long, so that it's easy to follow. And then I have just a lot of illustrations, like this join or die down here is super popular propaganda for the colonies at that time, right? But yeah, I wanted to make this as easy as you could. Canva is rated a 4.8 out of 5 stars on the App Store for Apple, and I looked it up online. It's roughly the same there as well. Super easy to use. It's actually pretty fun to use too. Like this only took about 10 minutes to make probably. So like having that prior knowledge as an educator, right, that helps. But this is really easy to manipulate. You can make it bigger, smaller. You can change all the fonts. You can change the colors of things, invert it, whatever you want. You can even animate some things. I'm still learning about this one a little bit, but there's a lot of things to do here. Yeah. And then I added a comment to show how you can add comments too. But if people are reviewing this, right, I would maybe put this on my Google Classroom and tell the kids you have about 15, 20 minutes to interact with this. And then at the end, just so I can tell that they're actually interacting with it, I have them add a comment, writing your name, something you learned, and maybe a question that you might still have that we could cover in a later discussion. But yeah, that's Canva. It's really good for multimedia things. So yeah.